Hey, hey, hey. Sorry about that. As usual, Instagram is janky the way it acts with me sometimes. Okay, let's see. Okay, give me just a few moments. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Hey, you guys. Okay, we're going to have to run it back like this. Okay. I'm good. How are you? We're doing something different, as y'all can see. Hey, you guys. Okay. So, I am so happy to be back. I know I got to get to my usual thing, but I am so happy to be back, you guys. I hope everybody is well, but I don't even know what to say. I'm so shy. But most importantly, I want to welcome everybody back to a brand new season of Let's Talk the Show, y'all. Okay, make some noise. I am so happy to be back in front of the camera. I'm so happy to have more in-depth, real conversations and not that regurgitated BS that we're so used to hearing. We're not having no meme conversations. We're not having anything without some real substance and real depth to it. We got a very special guest tonight. I'm so excited. But I got to get back to the usual. I got to tell you guys something I'm grateful for. Or let me give you a little background. I've been going for a while working the new space, as you can see. But I would say, I missed you too. I missed you guys too. I really did. I've been doing a lot, y'all. I've been traveling. I've been making time with my family. I've been decorating the space, coming back, trying new things. So I'm back for good. I won't be taking any more long breaks like that again. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. But something I always got to start off with something I'm grateful for. That's so important to me. That's one of the few things that will not be changing about the show. Again, I can't express enough how important it is to always discuss what you're grateful for and not be so caught up on the next thing, right? So today, like usual, I will have to tell you guys that I'm grateful to just be back. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be back. A lot of my family and my friends have just said, like, you started your show when nobody was really doing shows and stuff like that, and I found a really good thing, even though comparison is the thief of joy. So did I say that right? I don't know if I said that right, but yeah. So I really am grateful that I found a good thing, that I recognize that I have a good thing, and to be back. Most importantly, to be back doing a good thing, y'all. So we got a great show ahead of us today, but I gotta ask y'all, what have y'all been doing in the comments? Drop something in the comment section and let me know what y'all have been up to while I've been gone. Let me know what you're grateful for. Audience, I have missed y'all. Family, I have missed y'all. I really want to tell you that I cannot express how grateful I am for you guys constantly reaching out, sending me words of encouragement. You guys have been watching stuff on YouTube still. Like, y'all really have been really on YouTube going in, leaving comments, rewatching old videos, sharing things, and sending them to me. So shout out to the best audience in the whole motherfucking world. I've been trying not to cuss, but shout out to the best audience in the whole motherfucking world. Let's talk the show, y'all. Y'all really the best audience members. Tell me what y'all have been up to. Drop in the comment section something you're grateful for. And we're gonna go over some of those. While I'm waiting for you guys to let me know what you're grateful for, you might see me looking over here because, we got some more things going on. But if this is not an indication of what we'll be talking about today, I don't know what is. But go ahead, drop in my comment section. Somebody said, I'm grateful for my family. I have relaunched my company, working with an angel investor. Amen. We love a good angel investor. And shout out to you relaunching your company. I think that's an amazing thing. And I can't wait to see other things you do. As always, you guys know I'm always open. Just Sherelle, myself, is always open to hosting things. If you guys ever have events and it's like you want your favorite host to come out, you know where to come to me, okay? Can I get some else? What's else in the comment? What else are you guys grateful for? What else have you guys been doing? I've been really excited to get back. It's been such an honor to get back behind the camera. It's a little nerve-wracking, I can't lie. It's always nervous when you get on this side. Especially when you've been gone for a while. You see other people doing things and you're like, dang, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. But I can honestly say that one thing God has always shown me is that no matter how far you stray away, he's always going to bring you back. And he's always going to send you back with a reminder on why you should do it, why he needs you to do it. And he sends you reminders on why you're good at what you are. So that's something I can honestly say. I'm always really nervous when I take breaks like that and come back, but I'm always reminded why I'm good at what I am, why I'm so good at what I do, and that people really want to hear me. So yeah, let's find our let's get our guy back up. First off, y'all see the looks coming through. Had to come through with the green. First off, before we get to our special guest, do y'all see the sign? Do y'all see the sign? Can I get some little clapping emojis in the, like some little clap things? Look at the sign, y'all. This sign looks so official. I'm a little in shock myself about the sign. But don't worry, content regarding, I'm going to be putting up some content soon about decorating my space and everything and decorating the studio really soon. But my favorite part has to be the sign. I'm really proud of the sign, y'all. But yes. Okay, let's get our special guest in here, you guys. I don't know where our special guest. So Shawn, if you're out there, go ahead and send a request to join so that we can go ahead and get you on here. I'm going to wait for him to get in here, you guys. So give me a second. Let's get Shawn on the stage, y'all. So let's see. Let's see something here. You know what I just realized? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm waiting for you to send your request. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me just double check. Okay, 2 seconds, y'all. All right.
All right, I'm back. Y'all, I'm a one-woman show, so there's always something new in the mix, y'all. So we're gonna wait for him to get on here. Hello, hello.
How you doing? What's going on?
What's going on? How are you today?
I'm good.
That's good. I'm so happy to have you. How's your day going?
Oh, it's pretty good. Got done my
Good.
workout not too long ago.
Okay. Okay, we know you've been on your fitness journey.
Hey, oh yeah.
I like it. I like it. Okay, well, I'm so happy to have you, Shawn. Thank you for being my first guest back to the new season of Let's Talk the Show. All right, so we got to get into the most one of the most important things we're going to talk about today. I'm really big on being grateful for the things that we have and not focused on the things that we have coming. So you got to give the audience something that you're grateful for.
I'm grateful for different people that I come across that are part of your life. They can either be friends, family,
Absolutely,
associates. So them some of the important people because you can't do a lot of things by yourself. You got to have good people around. So that would be
absolutely,
something I'm thankful for.
absolutely. I love it. I love it. I couldn't agree more. It's important to have a good group of people surrounding you, especially when you need to lean on people or when you just kind of need to bounce ideas off of people. So I
Yep,
couldn't
that's
agree
it.
more. So let me tell you something, sir. I done went high and low for this wine of yours. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is not this. I know a lot of people do sponsored events. People, this is not a sponsored thing. I went and got this out my hard-earned money, y'all, and it's good, Shawn. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't lie on this camera to my people, but it's
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
So shout out to you for actually having something that's good. I got the little rose. I couldn't find the other one. I wasn't certain which other ones you sold, but I definitely was able to find the rose. So
hmm
you know, let me get a listen to this guy. Okay, so I do want to start off with a is it true? Is it true you don't drink hard liquor? You only stick to wine?
Yes, correct.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit about why that is?
I mean, it's just my own personal
Mhm.
preference. Is I just don't too much care for drinking the hard liquor. Like wine is one of
Mhm.
the best type of drinks. It's still more on the healthier side, and it's more relaxed. It keeps you more
Yeah,
calm, and then A lot more people, especially women, like to drink wine too a lot as well. So they enjoy drinking wine late at night when they by
Yeah.
themselves or with their friends. So wine is the best preference.
I agree. I definitely agree. Wine do make you feel fine. Now liquor, it can have us like pit bull somewhere.
Yeah,
Listen,
all over the place, rowdy,
yeah, all
everything.
over. That's right. You're absolutely right. Liquor does have you all over the place. Now, since we're speaking of liquor, is it true that your company or your I don't make sure I said it correctly. Your company still produces liquor. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we do like a lot of the sell a lot of mixed drinks as well,
Mhm.
but outside of wine, beer that we distribute as well. The mixed drinks can have like vodkas, tequilas, and that they either come canned or they can be by the bottles. It all depends on the brands that we bring in imported.
Okay,
Hmm.
perfect. All right, well, that's enough about that. Those were just some things that was just pressing on my mind. So I wanted to get those out the way. But let's get into who Shawn is as a person. I wanted to know, tell us a little bit about your upbringing. Now, I want to be very certain. I got some conflicting information. What I was able to research and then what I was actually verbally told. Are you a native of Detroit or Ohio?
Detroit,
Okay, all right.
yes. I'm
Somebody told
born
me.
and raised in Detroit, and I lived in California for about 10 years.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So tell us, what was it? Where'd you grow up? East or West?
East,
Oh,
east.
okay. Okay,
East,
where on the east
east,
side?
east. Right there by Van Dyke and 7 Mile area. And
Okay.
then I lived on Gunston and Gratiot area as well.
Oh wow. Wow, you was on
Yes.
Guthrie. Oh, you was in the trenches because baby, you got some innocent. If anybody knows, if you on the
Yeah.
east side, you know Guthrie and Gratiot ain't no joke. Even with the police station right there, okay? They ain't never gave a fuck. Ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about how your growing up on the east side influenced, your ideas and beliefs with alcohol.
So really with the alcohol, that wasn't always something that I was doing or pretty much into.
Hmm.
I grew up playing sports and whatnot. And then when I went up to California, I was going into the movie industry. That's how I ended up out west, and that's the stuff I was on, being acting, writing films, and stuff like that. Following down that train, and then I met some people out there because I always used to drink wine. But then I started learning more about the wine, how it's grown, and everything. That's what got me more into the liquor industry. And then once I made my transition, I got back here because it's easier and quicker to move around as far as business and getting buildings and stuff. So I came back here, opened up everything, became one of the first black distributors in Michigan for
Yeah.
alcohol. And we started doing that. And then I brought my wine on board as well, which is Day One Cellars that you're drinking right now. And we got the Rosé and Cab, which is the red wine. And that's pretty much how I got into the liquor itself. And then the rest just been uphill from there.
Okay, good. I like that. So we're gonna spin around this alcohol. We're gonna get into your acting because apparently you that guy in these movies. It's been what 15 so far
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so we will get into that because clearly that is a passion of yours, and we definitely don't want to skip over that. Let's
Hmm.
talk. I want to talk a little bit more about your alcohol, but now I want to ask. So how did winemaking is such a very exclusive, if you will, industry. Very few people of us are there. So
Hmm.
how did you join in that industry? How did being a black man shape your journey and your entry into that industry?
Yeah, so pretty much like as far as the black culture, we only make up about 1% of the alcohol industry itself. So as of right now, more and more black brands are emerging, such as myself. So
Hmm.
the agenda pretty much is to push ourselves more noticeable, being more aware, letting your culture know that we are on the shelves as well, so that people can
Yeah.
have an understanding of the type of products that we produce as well. And then if I speak specifically for myself in Michigan, that's not something you too much hear about, but
Yeah.
we do have a few other black winemakers that are here that's located. And once we start producing these products and letting people know that we are aware, that's adding more interest into the beverage industry and
Absolutely.
letting people know that we got a lot more going on and more things that we can offer. So far as my company, that's what I want to do. I like to keep bringing other brands on board to distribute them as well as distribute my product. And that's what's going to open the door to other beverage products too, as well, outside of alcohol that we plan on distributing as well and putting on shelves. So the more grocery stores we can have, the more accounts that we can have open. And then we just upstream from there as far as liquor stores and then the on-premises locations like bars and restaurants. So that's pretty much how that flows as far as within us.
Gotcha, gotcha. And so I know. First of all, let's talk about the name because the name is Day One, and
Mhm.
that's a big phrase. I'm not gonna be decoding what Day Ones is. Too often, Black culture is being decoded for people that don't look like us. So we're not going to be decoding what day ones is. You and I both know what it is. So
Hmm.
tell me, of all names, of all things you could have named your wine and your winery, why did you come up with day ones?
So I came up with day one because pretty much people that you can meet up front and y'all can click from the start.
Mm-hmm.
People that you associate yourself with, network with, and if y'all click at the first of the start, they could be always considered your day ones. They don't
Right.
always have to be people that you grew up with. So you
Bingo.
can be like, oh, that's my day one. So when you celebrate, you like, I celebrate my day ones. You have a glass of my wine, you drink it, you celebrate with your day ones. And then I just felt that it was a little catchy. So day one. And then I chose to take the Y off to give it an I, to give it a little bit more of an
Yeah.
appeal in its own
Yeah. A
sense.
little elevated.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. You know what? I'm gonna be honest because I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you explain it, and only thing I can think of my mind is if this was a commercial. Nah, we just spitballing here. If this was a commercial, I could see somebody going into a club to celebrate something, and around them is a bunch of group of people that they're enjoying, or maybe not a club, maybe a lounge, something a little more elevated than sexual. But I
Hmm.
can see them in a lounge, a nice lounge, and they're pouring their wine, and they're pouring up day one because they want to celebrate with the people closest to them that stuck through them,
Yep.
and it's a celebration with your day one. So I like
Yeah.
this. I like how you came
Yeah.
up
When
with
you
it.
celebrate, that glass click, you hear the noise.
Okay. All
That's the
right now.
toast.
Y'all better get y'all some of this. I'll tell y'all later where I got mine, but y'all better get y'all some of this. Let's talk about I think alcohol. I think we're surrounded by three things every single day in our life. Something is being pushed to us, and every single thing is either sex, coffee, or alcohol. Those are the main three things that are constantly being pushed to us every single day, amongst other things. So I want to know. While you're creating this platform to help push other Black-owned distributors and other Black-owned brands, as well as yourself, how are you using your platform to shift the culture and not to really promote like negativity or things that are just below us? How are you using your platform to shift the culture?
Hmm. So how I use my platform to shift the culture is when people outside of they can have other beverage products because that's what we stick straight to is beverage.
Mm-hmm.
So when they have their alcohol brands, it could be wine, hard liquor, it could be beer, or it could be non-alcoholics. So how I help push the culture is no matter what the race is, people struggle to get on store shelves,
Yeah,
especially within the Black culture.
yeah,
So they need a platform such as myself to where they can get into those stores. And not too long ago we had all the DEI that was going on and all of that.
mm-hmm.
Using somebody like us that got accounts and we're a distributor, that can help people get on store shelves quicker. That can get
Yeah,
noticeable because we can do the same thing that some of the other distributors can do, Caucasian, because we had a license to do it.
right.
Is getting those people in the doorway to where they're on the shelves. Now people notice them. Now they can continue to help themselves grow into what they're trying to become. Not only
Absolutely.
can they have the Michigan market, but as well they can get connected to other states where we may have some connections with those people and then get their product in that location as well. And then just creating that space to where people can have an understanding of what people do, people that are entrepreneurs, people that are growing into their self, people that have a hobby. If their hobby is just being in the beverage industry, that's something that they enjoy doing. So they had that help to where they can help grow and they don't have to do it all by themselves.
Absolutely.
So that's how we pretty much help that and help other people grow and everything else.
I like that. And when I hear you say that, all I can think of is that I've built the relationships already for you so that I
Hmm.
can help you get here. And I think a lot of times when any industry when you're breaking into, especially when it's not a lot of us, the
Hmm.
hardest thing is getting finding those connects and
Hmm.
building those relationships because more often than not, they don't know us. They ain't never seen us before. It's not common to see us there. And so
Hmm.
it can really be hard trying to get over that obstacle. So I really like that you are trying to,
Yeah.
use the relationships that you already have to bring other people on and help push other smaller brands along. Now I really want to ask, and you don't have to give us any details, but like who what was it like, or let me see this, what kind of obstacles did you face trying to meet those trying to make those relationships with these other companies?
Yeah. So there's a few, but some obstacles that's very important is what I learned. So I would say this first. As far as me uplifting the Black brands, I get a lot of white brands, Caucasian brands, where people reach out. They struggle to get on shelves too. It
Yeah.
don't just always just be the black. We take up the bulk of the percentage, but
Yeah.
they reach out looking to get in Michigan market as well. So that's how I became more diverse to not
Mhm.
just carry just black brands. I carry other people brands as well that be imported from other countries. Now the obstacles that came into place with that was people never really heard of a black guy being a distributor with
Yeah.
alcohol in
Yeah.
Michigan. So we are a control state. So that means that Michigan was controlling the flow of the hard liquor. So they
Ooh.
allowed wine and beer to be sold in the private sector, in which we can distribute that and keep 100% of the proceeds. But when
Okay.
you go to these retailers and you looking to get these brands on the shelves, the biggest obstacle was that the people are not used to a person coming in there, especially young and black, and they say, "Hey, I can distribute these products to you. I can sell them directly to you, and they don't have to go through the state. They can go specifically through your distribution company for
Right.
wine and beer."
Right.
So you have to pretty much change how you approach them to
Yeah.
give them that information to let them understand, okay, I'm licensed out of state. I can do this. This is what they allow me to do. And then you have to let them have an understanding like, oh, because it's all new to them too. And they
Right.
like, they so used to using maybe the big three main distributors that they
Yeah.
didn't know other people could do that. So that was one of the biggest obstacles that we had. But once they had an understanding, and as you learn, and as I continue to grow too, and learn how you sell yourself to them,
Ooh.
that's what makes it better and easier for you to keep getting accounts open. So that was one of the hardest obstacles.
Okay, I like that. I think you made a really good point about learning to sell yourself. That can be really hard for a lot of people. Sometimes a lot of people struggle with being authentically themselves, but
Mhm.
also knowing how to change up because you can walk in every room like yourself, but you can't walk in every room the same. You gotta learn how to play the game. So
Right.
what was something that you learned about yourself that was like, you know what, I might have to switch this up a little bit when I'm dealing with this. Like what was something that you learned?
Something big that I learned was your wording approach.
Ooh.
Each person is different. Each establishment is different.
Yeah.
So you should already understand the establishment before you go in there.
Yep.
And that's having your research about the location. It don't matter if it's a liquor store, a grocery
Yep.
store, or a bar. And you have your understanding of what they pretty much sell the most and what's important to them. So you approach each person differently. Your wording on how you sell it to them, you
Yep.
understand them, and then that's how you get yourself in the door. And then once you in
Yep.
the door, you build your relationship because everything goes beyond just selling a product. It's personal
Yeah.
relationship.
Yes. Yeah. That's another. I think. I understand. I've always understood that, but I think more than ever, I understand how relationships, to a degree, is a little bit more important than money. You can get a
Hmm.
lot farther with the certain and right relationships than you can with money. There's a lot of things money
Definitely.
cannot buy.
That's
Um,
right.
and I want to speak to how well you build relationships because when I went to purchase your wine,
Hmm.
I came in and the guy could tell I was confused. It was a nice selection. I
Hmm.
was confused. I was a little overwhelmed. And so I'm like, I'm looking for something. He said, what are you looking for? I was like, I'm looking for day one. He's like, oh, I know exactly what you're looking for. He's like, did you get the last one? I said, the last one. Because now I done went over looking for this vine now. And he was like, no, I know exactly who he is. He said you was a black guy. He was like, no, but I got a lot of his stuff in here. Let me see if I can find it for you. And
Hmm.
I be damned, it was right in front of my face. I really had a kid with me. I had my kid with me, so I was a little overwhelmed. But
Hmm.
he brought it out. He was like, yeah, he's a black guy. He's the one that gave me that conflicting information too. I'll tell you who it was later. But he was like, he knew exactly who you were. He knew he had the city wrong where you were from, which is why I asked that earlier. He had
Hmm.
the city wrong where you were from, but he knew exactly who you were, what you sold, and he knew exactly what he had. Now, this was a relatively smaller store, but
Hmm.
he was really knowledgeable, and I was like, that's how you build relationships. You have to come in here and talk to that man for him to
Hmm.
know your face, know a little bit about your background, know what you sell, where is it, how many you
Hmm.
got, and that could really be somebody involved in their business, but that could also be that you build a great relationship with him. That when
Hmm.
a customer comes in asking, he could tell them like, "Oh, this is such and such. This is where he's from. This is what he
Hmm.
sells." Because he did tell me all of
Definitely.
that.
Yeah.
So, if you ever had any doubt about how well you were building those relationships, I want to reassure you that you are building them well because that man gave me a little
Well,
stuff,
thank
a
you.
little background about you there. Okay, so you are building a legacy because you have your hands in a lot of different things, including acting. You have a background in fitness, but let's wrap this up on this alcohol. What do
Mhm.
you want your legacy to be in the wine and liquor distributing business?
So what I want my legacy to be, I want to continue to grow my distribution company,
Hmm.
as big as possible because there's no limit on how big you can grow.
Absolutely.
I want that company to be left around when I get old and I
Yeah.
can't maneuver and I don't have kids right now. But in the future, when that comes about, I want them to be able to take over it and then to keep that company going as long as possible. So that is one of my main goals that I'm building, and to create that empire to be standing around to where people like, hey, Sean has started that. That's what we needed. Now we got a pipeline to getting products to these store shelves nonstop. That's what I want to see in the future.
Absolutely, I like that. I think it's a great legacy to build. And I think it's super important when we leave our marketplaces that we're not so that it's not common to see us in. It means a lot more. And I think the value goes up just that much more when you see a black man in the industry that ain't a lot of black people in. So I think that's a great legacy to want to leave. Let's dive into the acting because you said when you were younger that wasn't, alcohol didn't really impact that. What in your childhood made you say, you know what, I think I want to be an actor when I grow up?
Pretty much was more so understanding films because I was always a film fanatic. I'm still a film fanatic now. I watch all type of movies when I can. So that was a understanding because when you watch movies, you used to understand the movies, but you used to like have your own take on it. Like, well, what if that happened?
Yeah.
Well, what if they wrote that way? And then that creates a person's sense of, hey, I create my own movies, and this is what I have happen in this movie. This is what I
Okay.
have happen in this movie. I can play this character this way. And everybody starts at some point and is just growing into the sense of what you want to become and how you want to create it. So
Yeah.
that's how I got into the movies and had a liking to movies pretty much.
Okay. So I gotta ask this because I feel like if you're an actor, then you obviously have actors that you look up to. Give me one actor that you know whose style that you admire, who has a legacy or movies that you really like. I would love to do something like that. Or tell me who might be your favorite actor.
Well, one of my favorite actors, I would say, is the great Denzel Washington. And the
Oh,
reason I say him outside of my number two, which is Samuel, is because those guys have played some of every character
yeah,
and they play it so good
yeah,
that you enjoy watching their films and how they portray the characters, that you just like their whole style of how they handle things, and they
absolutely,
always have the same way. That's what makes them great actors. They talk the
yeah,
same, they speak the same,
yeah.
and they do everything the same every time for every film. So that's what I like about him.
Okay, I think you made an interesting point. You said they talk the same, they do everything the same, and that's what makes them great actors. Some would argue that that does not make you great if
Hmm.
everything you do is the same. You should be able to adapt to the role and live in the character, not
Hmm.
be so much the same. What would you have to say about that?
When I say they act the same and speak the same, that means it's natural. Being
Mm-hmm.
natural, being yourself, is how they
Mm-hmm.
create the mood, the changes
Mm-hmm.
of the film, of this line that they have to read. That's what creates them. They're being natural. That's why I use the word saying. And rather than acting, giving a fake portrayal, they're natural in their sense
Absolutely.
that creates that character. And they
Okay.
still being themselves.
Okay. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your time in California. Where did you spend it, like taking acting lessons? Were you in those improv classes? Or tell me a little bit about your experience with acting when you went out to California.
Yep. So when I was out in LA, staying in California, there were like different little film schools out there, a little class you could take. But they do a lot of films out there, so you can work as extras on sets, meet
Hmm.
different people, do like little short films and stuff like that. You start to learn more about like filming, the set designs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That you can take that knowledge and then bump into other people. So it's just pretty much moving around when you can and networking because that city's so big, and then you meet all
Hmm.
type of people. Like I said, that's how you met different people as far as the wine industry,
Yeah.
and you start to learn about wine, and you taking trips up to Napa, meeting the wineries, building your connection with those people, and that's how I able to come into place with wine and get your
Okay.
wine.
All right. So let's talk about the first time, your first acting gig, and what did that say to you about your journey into acting?
First acting gig was you start off like an extra or something, you working on somebody's film set, and you start to learn like it's a lot of work. You be here hours at a time, you have an
Yeah.
understanding, you meet different people, And then you start to know like these people work hard to get onto these auditions to try to get
Yeah.
it on set, and you never take nothing personal, even if you don't get picked all the time. Some of the best people didn't get picked.
Yeah.
And then that don't mean stop. That means just keep going. So that's what's very
Absolutely.
important that you learn about that. It's a very tough industry and competitive. But if you love it enough, you can always enjoy it and nothing personal will affect you.
I like that. I like that. When you did your first acting gig, what did that like? How did that change your brain chemistry? Did it inspire you? Did you like, I got to keep going harder, or was it not that great of an experience? You was like, I don't know, like what happened that made you say, you know what, I think I'm gonna do this more. At what point during that experience did you say, I'm gonna keep up with this?
More so, the inspiring part would be to if you love what you're doing, you're
Yeah,
gonna naturally just love it. But
yeah,
the type of people that you come across, that's what's
mm,
gonna inspire you. And other people tell you their stories and their journey, and you sit there and listen. You may build connections with certain people's journeys and have some of the same things that occur, or you can have something that different that occur. But if other people don't motivate you, then that's something you need to go rethink of yourself. Because people motivate me every day, not just the things that I do where I motivate people. I find people
ooh,
all the time that's close to you. They
yeah,
motivate me all the time to like, okay, I want to be better. Let me go brainstorm. Let me go see if I can do this way. And that's what makes you have an understanding of other people and yourself and know that you have to keep going if other people can inspire you as well.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so I like that. I honestly, I think that is a great that is a great point. That if people don't inspire you, you might need to reevaluate your life. I think
Yeah,
that is a great point, especially when it comes to exploring things that you're passionate about. If you're not coming across people that are inspiring you or want you to try harder or try
yeah,
different things, you might really need to reevaluate that because
yeah,
there has to be somebody that you've come across that has given you an ounce of hope. Like, you know what, this I could really do this, or I can try this different. I like that. I really
yeah.
like that.
And then
Now,
this comes down to the closer people that you have more access to.
yeah.
It don't always have to be a big known celebrity that you never met. It's the
Mhm.
people that you have
Ah,
access to.
mhm.
That's what makes it even better when they can motivate you as well.
Absolutely. I think and a lot of times people want to network above. They want to get to the Tyler Perrys, they want to get to the Nia Longs, they want to get to the Tachina Arnold. They want to go up higher. How important would you say it is to network to the people right next to you on your level?
Yeah, you can always have your dreams to meet the bigger people as well, but never overstep or skip past the people that are local or that's close to you that you can, like I
Mhm.
say, get access to, because those are some of the people where you first building up. That's where you can build long-term relationships right there, and you never know how far that other person going to go. Although you have hopes and dreams to meeting the bigger
Mm,
person, but
I
those
like
local people always stay connected with them people as much as you can.
Yeah, I agree. What was some of the best advice you received from somebody that was local to you about acting?
Some of the best advice I received would be people that tell you that every project is different,
Mm,
and people that tell you that you have to keep going no matter what hiccups you can have, no matter if something don't go as planned the first time, but
mm,
keep going because you never know, something may change overnight.
yeah,
So that's
absolutely.
very important what people say. So, and local people have told me that constantly as well.
What else is something that they told you that you really hold dear to your heart?
To go after everything that you want and make as many network connections that you can in every room, because that's what's going to progress you further. You need those connections. So make as many connections as you can every given chance that you can. Glad we have a signal issue.
Did we run into some tech issues? Okay, so he left. He'll come back, guys. Okay, so let's see. Again, we are a one woman show, so we're gonna have to come back. Let me see. If you go ahead and submit your thing, I'll go ahead and check it. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Working on
got
that.
some little connection issues.
All right.
Back.
Instagram be hating on me all the time. It's not even uncommon. There's some haters. Okay. So I think a lot of times people struggle with making or building relationships. They feel like it's being fake because you only want to keep in contact with people because you want something from them. How do you build relationships authentically? Like how what are some steps or things that you keep in mind when you do it when you're building these connections?
How you build relationships naturally with people
Yeah.
is be yourself. It don't always have to be about business
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time. If you know it's about business because y'all already made that first connection,
Yeah.
but learn a person outside of business. That's what's gonna make the relationship grow with
Yeah.
people, with men, women, all the time. People that's in your industry, because now you have connections further outside. You know what this person likes to do. You know where this person likes to hang out. You know if this person works out, if they ride a bike. You know if they at home with their wife or something. So you
Yeah.
start to learn those personal things that a person do. That's what helps build a relationship back around to business.
Yeah. I agree. Do you feel like you've ever struggled with remaining authentic and being yourself when you're building those relationships?
No,
Yeah.
because you tend to just click in with people. You tend to have an understanding of people. So that's not something I struggle with that I know of personally. But if it was people that are out there that struggle with that, I would say more so just be yourself, relax, learn to communicate. Communication is the biggest thing. And a lot of people lack communication, which could be their downhill from trying to move up. You got to learn to communicate, be openly. You can't worry about what people are thinking about you, what they may say. You just have to be yourself. That's what's going to help you progress.
Yeah, I like that. I, you know, when you start trying new things, a lot of time when people try new things. Oftentimes they're afraid of what their family members might say, their friends might say, especially on social media. When you're
Mhm.
posting all you doing these things and people that know you are like, oh, you're corny or your jokes ain't even that funny or whatever, it can be a little discouraging to try new things. When you are trying these movies and I want to be very clear, these are not big box Hollywood movies. How do you say, you know what? I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. I like this. I'm gonna do it. I want to keep doing it. How do you block out what the haters are saying and still press forward about what you want to do?
I mean, if that's something that occurs, you, as I said, you be natural to yourself. But when you block out negativity, that's what's going to help you become better because everybody can become better at everything that they do. You're not going to always be perfect at everything. But once you have an understanding of how you keep getting better and better and have an understanding of what it is that you do, that's what's going to help you block out negativity. Because if
Yeah.
you sitting there worried about the negative things that occur, that's going to stop you from doing a lot of things. You can't worry about it. You just have to go and move past it.
I like it. I like it. You seem very strong mentally. You don't, you don't let the outside noise get to you. You're not dismayed by failure. We talk a lot about, making connections and building those strong connections. I want to ask you, you know, how do you handle failure? When a connection doesn't fall through or when a deal doesn't go through, how do you deal with that failure of it?
You deal with the failure by brainstorming. And the first thing I would say, you always keep faith. There's no failure if you got faith. So
Mm,
if you have faith, you can
Free.
get past anything. So that's how I view things. Like everybody don't have failures at a time. You just
Yeah.
brainstorm and rework out how you can do something better, or is it another way around it? You never stop brainstorming until you get past the failure. Because I
Yeah.
look at every failure as a chance to get better with something, or there's something even better that's coming around the corner for it.
Oh,
So that's how I view it.
okay. Mix
Best
one,
way to
mix
handle it.
two. I like it. I like you ain't never lie. I think that's really true though. I think that a good friend of mine, Kay, said you never let the love go to your head and the hate, or you never let the love go to your head and the hate go to your heart.
Mhm.
Never too high, never too low, because everything changes. The tables always turn. If they ain't in your favor right now, you best believe it. Just give it a minute. They will
Yeah,
turn and they
it's
will turn in
coming.
your favor.
It's
They
coming. Just
always
be
do.
patient.
Yeah, you really do. You really have to be
Yeah.
patient. And when people, I think a lot of people associate that phrase, you know, them tables, watch the wait till the tables turn, like they always associate it with it turning in an unfavorable situation for somebody else. But I think oftentimes we forget that when the tables turn, they also turn in favor of us. So you
Yeah,
got to remember that if you fail, them tables gonna turn, baby. One, just wait it out, just
yeah,
watch. It's gonna turn in your favor.
yeah.
Um,
Don't rush the process. That's something I had to learn to myself as well early on. Like you can't rush everything. As bad as you want a lot of things to
mhm.
go very quickly, don't rush it. Rushing it, that's not good. Just be
No.
patient, and it's gonna come around exactly how you want it.
Yeah, yeah. That is such a good point. Because that is such a good point. If you wait, it will definitely come how you want
Yeah,
it. You are
definitely.
that is a very good point. A lot of times when you do wait, you do get exactly what you want. Or better.
Yes,
You really do. That's a really
definitely.
good point. That's a really good point. Okay, so I want to ask, like, you talk a little bit about faith. What is religion or God? How does that play a role in your everyday life and like when you're conducting business and things like that?
Pretty much just the faith. Like everybody, some people are personally different, but me myself, I mean, I talk to God every day. I'm not saying that I'm this big religious person,
Yeah.
but you have your own relationship with God.
Yeah.
And if that's something that you believe in, you have your own faith. So when you are having hard times or something, if you don't grow with your maturity level, you have an understanding of how to handle your situations and how to grasp on what you're trying to get to. And that's how you get your own personal faith. And then you control your own self and your own destiny. And then just let God lead. So that's how I had an understanding. And that came with growth as I got older.
Yeah, that's a bar right there. Because if you are gonna get mature, you gonna grow in your
Yeah,
faith. I agree.
definitely.
That's a bar. That's a clip. We're gonna have to clip that one. Put that back there. I know you're in the audience. Somebody said there's no failure if you have faith. You ain't never like, what that bar? That was a
Yeah.
bar, y'all. We gonna clip that one. I'll make sure I go back when I edit this episode. We're gonna go back and make sure we put that one out there for the people to see. Okay, so we got a little segment before we wrap it up. We're gonna call it true or false. Okay, so these are not these are just some things I thought of, and we're gonna find out if they're true or false. Because Sean, you gonna be our wine and liquor connoisseur because we don't know much about nothing. I don't know nothing about it, so we're asking you if it's true or false. So, true or false? Red wine gets you drunker quicker. Is that true?
That would be true,
Oh,
especially the percentage.
okay,
That definitely would be true. But there
okay.
are some white wines out there, so it'd be a little iffy. But red wine definitely does.
All right, we got 12% in here, y'all. He got this rose and I got 12%. So this is what I'll be drinking out. Okay. True or false? Wine. I'm sorry. Red wine is healthier for you than liquor.
Definitely. That's a definitely.
Okay. How so? Can you give us a little bit? You don't gotta go into much, but how is red
Yeah.
wine healthier for us than liquor?
I mean, if you think about hard liquor, I mean, people love to drink it because that's something they do. But I mean, hard liquor just it eats at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
You do.
that's. I'll just leave it at that. It eats
Yeah.
at you.
Okay.
Wine is more relaxing. It could be more healthy. The percentage could be low. It could be altered different ways. But as we all know, hard liquor eats at you.
Sure. Okay. True or false? Wine can be made from things outside of grapes.
Yes, yes. You can
Really?
get
Like
you.
what?
Yeah, yeah,
Like what else can? I thought wine, the base of wine, the foundation of it is grapes, so it can be made from something a different foundation outside of grapes. Or am I
yeah.
understanding? Or am I asking that wrong?
Yes, it's just the alcohol that goes into the process. But as you know, they got non-alcoholic wine now too. So
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They
the
do.
non the alcohol is getting removed out of it.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. And then my last one. So I'm gonna ask, and if you don't know this much about it, that's okay. You don't have to answer. True or false? Tequila is healthier than cognac. I'm sorry, whiskey. It's cognac or whiskey. I don't know. Answer whichever one.
I mean, the hard liquor, I think they all would be the same, but they
Uh
both
huh.
popular. So I would leave it at that because that's definitely a little iffy because they both still hard alcohol
Gotcha.
and tequila is very popular.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But then y'all have the girls wondering. I asked it. Okay, we know. All right. But first off, we gotta go ahead and close it out. I know you're a busy man. I don't want to take too much of your time. First and foremost, I want to thank you so much, Sean, for kicking it with me, chopping it
Yeah,
with,
thank
giving us
you.
a little bit of your background and your journey. And most importantly, being my first episode back on a new new season, y'all. Baby, this should be nice. So excited. Okay. I'm gonna let you first. I want you to do a couple things. I'm gonna let you go ahead. You're gonna give us something you're grateful for. You're gonna let us know if you have any upcoming events so people can meet you in person. Or if you have any pop-up tasting so that they can come taste it. Um, and then tell them where they can find your wine.
Mhm. Okay, yep, you can find my wine. You can go directly on the website. There are a bunch of local stores that have it as well as you can order it and it be delivered directly to you. They ship directly out of California as well. So yes, as far as that, and then something I'm grateful for, as I did state, I'm grateful for the people that are around me as well, and then also having your opportunity to come on your show. So I appreciate that.
Of course, you're so welcome.
Oh yeah,
Um, you got another thing because you do act as well. You got to tell us if you have any upcoming movies that we need to watch out for.
yeah. There's a lot of upcoming movies that'll be dropping soon that I just did, where I had some supporting cast roles as well. That's for it. So those will be coming out fairly soon. Just stay up to date on either my IG at Shiny Joe, or as well as just pay attention, and then you'll start to see other things that'll start to come out, and I'll leave it at that till they ready.
Okay, all right, well, we'll take it. I'm gonna go ahead and close this show out. First and foremost, I want to thank my amazing audience members for welcoming me back with such a warm welcome to a new season of Let's Talk the Show. I want to send a huge thank you, like I said, to our special guest tonight for being my very first guest. I appreciate my guests more than anything coming on the show. I appreciate the vulnerability, the inside scoops that y'all give me, and just the time because more than anything, time is the one thing we can't get back. Again, this wine I ain't gonna tell. I got this off of where was I at? I think I was on Kelly Casual and Kelly. I went to Mr. C's or Mr. S liquor shop. I
Oh
went right
yeah,
in there. Yeah, that's where I went. I'm gonna tell you. That's where I went. Me and my son went there. He was so nice. He was like, "Oh yeah, I met him." And,
yeah,
da, da, da. And he
yeah. You
pointed
probably
right
saw
out
the
where it was
owner.
at. You said what?
I said you probably saw the owner.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
some of
I
the
think he
brothers.
was the
Yeah.
owner. Yep, they were
Hmm.
out there stocking and everything when we went in. So definitely get you guys some wine. I'm more of a dry wine girl. I love me a good dry wine because the alcohol content be top tier. But I also love me a good sweet rosé too, and I really like this. So if you guys see it in your stores or at your local stores to get it, I'm gonna go out the same way I came in with something I'm grateful for. I just gotta say that I'm grateful to be back in front of the camera or behind the camera, however way you look at it. I'm just grateful to be back behind the camera and having some really good conversations. And I really feel like I'm ready to bring back what I know y'all been missing. So that's what I'm grateful for. As always, I want to thank our special guest Sean tonight. I want to thank our
Yes,
beautiful
man.
audience members. My name is Sherelle Carter, y'all. I'm the host of Let's Talk the Show, and this ain't a podcast. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.